Fire Radio.
Fire burning in my soul.
Anytime, anywhere.
Fire burning in my soul.
Anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere.
On Fire Radio. Anytime, anywhere.
Our journeys through education take many routes from our early years to university. Academic Crossroads is here to explore key elements to help equip you along the way. So join us and our special guests as we also discuss the expected and unexpected paths, including all the challenges and triumphs while gathering your academic top tips.
This is Academic Crossroads with your host, Dr. Leanne Adeyemi.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us here on Academic Crossroads. I say us because I have a special guest today. So thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Academic Crossroads here on Fire Radio. So today we have something special for you. And we will be focusing on academic options. So following on from our session last week, and again today, it will be short and sweet. So please get your questions in whilst you can, and we will get to them. It may be something to do with academic options. It may be something else, or just a question that you've had on your mind. Then please do drop it in the comments, and we will get to them as we go throughout the show. So good evening, Mary, Goodness, Tino, Dorette, Gloriness. Thank you all for joining us. To those of you that are logged in and haven't commented, good evening and welcome. And to those of you that can't comment, welcome to the show as well. We appreciate you all being here today. So, as I said, I'm not on my own today. I do have a special guest, and it is yours truly.
Hello, good evening, family. How's everybody doing? It's your truly Stephen Adeyemi. Thank you so much for having us this evening. It is a pleasure. Like Dr. Leanne has said, today we'll be going through academic options. So we really look forward to going through that with you this evening. Thank you.
So we are collaborating once again with Academic Crossroads and Excellence Academy, okay, to help you with your academic options. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and we will get to them. We'll also be doing a bit of a live a live test,
live demo.
So we will see how that goes, but please do bear with us, and we will be back in just one moment.
On Fire Radio.
Soul. Fire burning in my soul.
This is Academic Crossroads.
Fire burning in my soul.
So good evening, Sib, Gloriness, Ezekiel, hello and welcome to Academic Crossroads. Thank you for tuning in, Joseph, Bev and everyone else. So academic options. Stephen, how did you find it? That whole process of picking your GCSEs?
Picking GCSEs. I mean, in one part, you know, you're sort of can only pick what options you get given, right? And then depending on where those options are, there's some things that you can choose. And if you choose that, then it means you can't choose something else. And so you just basically prioritize the subjects that you think you're good at or that will be useful for your future, really.
Yeah, I remember those boxes, and it was sometimes it was annoying because you're thinking before maybe you had even seen the sheet, you had your mind set on what you wanted to do, isn't it?
Exactly. And obviously I was very sporty, so I would have loved to do PE, like extra PE. I mean, we do a lot of PE already. I think it was like twice a week, and you get double PE, which is like 2 hours of worth of PE, and that was a favorite. And then to then choose PE at GCSE, which meant like you did extra PE on top of that. That was like amazing, but it clashed with other subjects that I really wanted to do. So I just had to drop it in the end. So it's literally about prioritizing what you want to do. Yeah. What you're good at as well.
Yeah, that's true. And that like sacrifice and decision making. So for parents, it's not all plain sailing. No. You know, there are some decisions, some hard decisions as well, because it might actually be that your child has had their mind set on what they wanted to do or a particular thing they really enjoy, but then those things have had to adapt and change. So
exactly,
as part of the process, it's actually quite a big decision to make as well at that age.
I think so.
Of what you go into.
Like there's always stuff like textiles. Remember textiles? Textiles is, well, do they still do textiles? Or do you even know what it was? Maybe it was called something different at your school. At my school, it was called
do you know what? At my school, we didn't do textiles, you know.
Textiles is like needle and thread. And
we just did food tech and then DT, design technology.
Okay. Well, in my school, we did food tech, we did DT, and we did textiles as well. So it's like sewing and stuff like that, which a lot of people probably, well, no one really does that much nowadays, to be fair, anyway.
Yeah, not too much. Unless you said like it was called product design.
Oh, product design. Who is it?
Product design.
But that sounds, when you say product design, to me, that sounds like manufacturing something. Like you're designing a product, yes, but it's like an actual piece of like hardware as opposed to software or clothing.
Of clothing. If someone said product design, I would think more DT.
Design tech,
but maybe a bit more on the technology side, not so much like woodwork and mechanisms and stuff.
But talking about DT, right? At school, I wasn't any good at DT, in my opinion anyway. It wasn't like my favorite subject. No, but it's quite shocking, isn't it? You'd have thought that Stephen was like amazing at DT. And just to show that actually things that maybe you're not so good at now doesn't mean that you won't grow in that area as you grow up. Design and technology, chopping wood. Like if you come to my house, there's wood in different
there's
like literally sand. I've been chopping. You've seen me sanding something, rounding an edge. Wood chips, you know. So I do product design in my house. So you'd have thought that DT, I got an A star at GCSE, but it wasn't like my favorite subject of anything. And so even if you don't like a subject now, perhaps maybe you might not like maths. It doesn't mean that you won't. I mean, you are changing and developing. So I would say just keep an open mind to subjects that you don't like now, because you are likely to improve in them as you grow. Yeah,
definitely. And do you know what? You saying that was like me with English. English. We were like,
well, to be fair,
loggerheads the whole time.
Like honestly, right? Leanne can write, like she can write, like chat GPT is Leanne. Leanne can write, and it makes sense, and like proper stuff as well, like really stuff, quick, really good, insightful stuff. So for you to not like English sounds strange.
Like I'm telling, from primary school, English was like, I did not like it, and now.
So when did that change for you then?
Do you know what? I think actually, when I found the subject that I liked, so when I came to, it was actually university, that's where I really found like a real interest in like writing, editing,
that's
proofreading.
A big age to be,
you know?
to be falling in love with English.
But I really liked it, and then from there, obviously, like writing my thesis and stuff like that, and now I do some stuff as well in terms of like content and editing and stuff. Okay.
But like, so I mean, now, please feel free to plug. You're writing some stuff. Like, you don't put your volume down. What?
It's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there.
You get there someday. Yeah.
We'll get there someday.
Okay. Pending. Writing services. All right, we're listening.
We'll get there someday. But unless, Sib saying, DT. So Sib, you remember it as well. And Anesu, yes. But you could use any material, food, textiles, wood, or metal. Okay. So that is all within product design. So Glorines, yes, prioritizing was a big thing. The school pushed me to do triple science. Yes. That was not easy, you know.
No.
The people that were doing triple science, it was like they looked like they had a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, to be
about
fair,
everything.
At that time of choosing what GCSEs, my main aim was to have as many GCSEs as possible. So triple science, although it says triple, you actually ended up having like 5, maybe even 6, maybe even more GCSEs. So triple science, so you don't just get a science to GCSE in physics, biology and chemistry. You do those exams and you do another exam, so it's like you end up with like 5 exams. Yeah. So I was like, anything to make it easier for me,
to make the numbers
to make
add
them
up.
more, yeah.
But Glo said, but because she did triple science, so I couldn't do sports as another option. Luckily, the sciences benefited me much more. Is Glorines?
Yes.
You needed those sciences, girl.
Trust me. You know what they say, the Lord, man makes plans, but the Lord orders their footsteps.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that's one key as well. Certainly choose stuff and subjects that you're good at, subjects that will help you progress to where you want to go. But sometimes we don't always have a full picture of that, what that is as well. So yeah, choose those subjects, try and understand what it is you want to achieve and what you want to do, and try and align. But like we say, you know, you might end up doing or in a career that you didn't really even plan. So yeah, it's not too much of a wait, but just choose subjects that you're good at. I think that's important. Pass maths, pass English, and then and then pass everything else that you're good at.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because truly, you don't know how these the subjects that you do will benefit you, and you don't know the ordained plan as to why actually you had to take these subjects. And so sometimes you can feel like, but I didn't even want to pick this thing, and I had to do it. But actually, as we're living proof,
I'll tell you what subjects I really liked, but I was no good at it.
What?
Art. I really liked art. I loved mixing those paints. I really, really liked art. But you'd never know it.
Your drawings.
I can draw.
Yeah,
I can draw. I can draw,
you
is
can
it?
Draw.
I can draw. I can draw. But I can paint. Painting. I'm good at painting walls.
Painting walls. That's what you needed. That's where you needed it. So it's okay. So it's all good. Jade has said we did design technology, which includes textiles, catering, and woodwork. All of those mixes. Like that's so. I just found that interesting, to be honest.
Yes, I'm seeing C1, C2, C3. That's like
core maths. Jeez.
Hey, core maths. See, it sounds like you want an exam. Actually, sounds like you will be doing an exam soon. This is internal. This is internal stuff. All right, okay. You might as well start revising.
You might as well start revising.
Yes.
So today we are going to actually take you through. So it was mentioned last week. I believe it was Ben. Ben, I don't know if you're tuned in today, but if you are, then this is one for you as well. So we are going to go through what would you call it? It's like an online test, isn't it? An online assessment type thing. No pressure test though. It's just to find out information and looking at sort of what areas,
what sort of career paths you can go down with based on things that you like doing now. So us like 30 questions that seem random, but they sort of give you an idea of what you're good at and what sort of career you could be doing. Now, for me, this did not work. It said that I was going to be what's the person that pours coffee at the shops.
Oh, barista.
Barista. I want to say barrister, but I don't want to sound like I was saying a lawyer.
Barista.
This English, man. Barrister and barista. See, that's why I'm not an English teacher. Barista. And but when we did it for others, it works perfectly. So I'll definitely say check it out and see. It might get, at least in any case, if it doesn't tell you exactly what you want to do, it gives you options of what sort of careers are out there right now, and importantly, how much they earn, which is very important.
Yes, so it does go through the wages, and it also goes through as well potential courses that you can do. So this is all on the UCAS website. So for those of you that are actually going to look on to go to university and do other courses through the UCAS website, then you will be able to do this assessment. And also what we're basically saying is you don't have to take it as the be all and end all, but if you do use it as a platform for you to just see and have a look, it's something you can discuss with your teachers. For those of you in Excellence Academy as well, you can discuss it with the Excellence Academy teachers and tutors there. And if you have academic mentors, then it's a good thing that you can use and a good tool to use to actually just explore your options and what you are thinking about as well. Because even though you are doing GCSEs and those are the options that are coming up very soon, but you have to think beyond the now. You have to think beyond the now, and you have to think beyond, isn't it, like where you're going, what you'd like to do, what your strengths are as well. And so this what we're going to go through now sort of gives you an idea and ask those questions and gives you an idea of what you could be doing based on your strengths and weaknesses and your traits, I suppose. Yeah, cool. Yeah, exactly. So if you head over to, not right now, you can do it later. If you head over to the UCAS website.
Yep.
So you just go on to ucas.com.
And under the careers tab, you have this option which says take the career quiz. And we click on that careers quiz and we take the quiz. Retake the quiz. I took it earlier on. All right. And essentially you have questions and you have to basically answer whether you strongly agree or disagree or somewhere in between those two. And so what we'll be doing actually, Doctor, should we do it for you?
Okay, yeah, we'll take you guys through it live.
Okay. So
we'll see how accurate it comes out.
Okay, obviously we know what Doctor does now, so we'll ask you the questions. We'll try and be swift, and then you just tell us whether you strongly agree, disagree, or if you're somewhere in between.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? All right. Cool. So first question: you would like to raise fish in a fish hatchery?
Strongly disagree.
Okay, I thought as much.
Not that keen on being around animals.
You would like to write books or plays?
Strongly agree.
Okay. You would like to help people with personal or emotional problems?
We'll go with unsure.
Okay. You would like to manage a department within a large company?
Agree.
You would like to install software across computers on a large network?
Install the software. That's like putting it on,
You're
right?
the guy. Yeah, you're the guy.
Okay, yeah, disagree.
Okay. You would like to repair household appliances?
Strongly disagree.
You would like to study ways to reduce water pollution?
Disagree.
You would like to compose or arrange music?
I like listening to music, but being on the other end, maybe not. Strongly disagree.
Okay. You would like to give career guidance to people?
Strongly agree.
Okay. You would like to start your own business?
Strongly agree.
Right. Okay. Wow. You would like to keep inventory records?
Inventory records. Agree.
Okay.
Don't mind doing that.
You would like to assemble electronic parts?
Strongly disagree. I think this is the one consistent. DT wasn't for me back then.
You know,
it wasn't for me back then. I don't think it's for me now.
You have a grown up. Anyway, you would like to conduct chemical experiments?
Chemical experiments. Oh, disagree.
Disagree. Okay. You would like to create special effects for movies.
Strongly disagree.
You would like to perform rehabilitation therapy.
Agree. I think that aligns with my sports therapy.
Cool. You would like to negotiate business contracts.
Agree.
See, this one, you're not even allowed to say anything else. As long as you have to say agree on that one. You would like to calculate the wages of employees. That follows suit. This one, you don't have
Agree.
a choice. Thank you. You would like to set up and operate machines to make products.
Disagree.
You would like to examine blood samples using a microscope.
Strongly disagree.
All right. So we've got nine more left. Yep. You would like to paint sets for plays.
Strongly disagree. Art was not my not
That
my
wasn't your
preferred.
You would like to do volunteer work at a non-profit organization.
I strongly agree.
You would like to market a new line of clothing.
Agree?
Might as well, man. You would like to develop a spreadsheet using computer software.
Strongly disagree.
You would like to be on the front line tackling flooding emergencies.
Strongly disagree.
You would like to develop a way to better predict the weather.
Strongly disagree.
You would like to write scripts for movies or television shows.
Disagree.
You would like to teach a secondary school class. Secondary, not primary or uni.
Not primary. I'd say disagree. Secondary. Oof, when I think back to myself in secondary school, sometimes
You don't want to teach yourself.
I don't want to teach myself.
You would like to sell merchandise at a department store.
Oh, agree. Oh wait, is that
Go.
is that me sell? That's me selling merchandise, isn't it?
It's either
me
you
being
or
the
at the
retailer
counter, or you're the person at the counter.
Maybe disagree.
Okay, that's actually quite a good one. I don't know if it's ambiguous. Final question: you would like to proofread records or forms?
And for the final one, we will strongly
agree. Okay. Oh, it's loading.
Loading. Let's see.
Hey. Hey. Look at this one.
This is quite accurate, actually.
For you, this is a very, very, very accurate.
This is
Okay. Your top matches. It says human resource managers and directors. Okay. Head teacher and principals. Okay, 99%. But that's like that makes
that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. A barrister and a judge.
So not barista.
Not a barista.
But a barrister.
A barrister and a judge.
A barrister and a judge.
Right,
Wow.
okay. Health service and public health manager and director.
Yeah, I think
Right.
these are aligning. Like Sean said the last question tailor made for Doctor.
It was, isn't it?
It seems like it,
literally was tailored.
And Steph says this is on point ish.
You know,
Yeah. Well,
ish.
the barrister and judge one. That
Yeah.
was an interesting. That was
when we look
interesting.
at this one here, I mean, it says your top pathway is teaching and lecturing. Although that's like, I won't say top. We've already done that, isn't it? But it's very much in line.
It's in line. Yeah.
It's very much
yeah.
in line. And a head teacher.
So when you're going through after you've finished doing the assessment, you can look at these things, and then if you go through, so we've clicked through to the teaching and lecturing, and if you go through, then it shows you sort of like the wages, the percentage matches. It gives you a few different career paths as well. So even though the head teacher and principals came up as the top one, it's, as you can see, it's also going through information technology, education advisors, secondary education teaching professionals. And there's a few different professions that it will show you. So it won't give you, say, a driving instructor.
Yeah.
So it won't give you a single specific career path or a single specific thing that you should go into. But it does give you a range, as you can see, and it shows you different paths as well. Like if we go back to the previous page, then we will be able to see at the top your top matches. So you can see it gives you a selection of 4, and if you go across as well, there's a small pink arrow to the right hand side, then it will take you through more, and obviously the percentage match as you go gradually decreases along the way. So if you are thinking about your options and thinking, okay, you really, you want to do your GCSEs, you think you have an idea of what you can go into, what you would like to do, then this is just an online assessment tool that you can use to help give you a little bit more information and inspiration as well. Because actually some of those questions that came up, I would never have like thought of them before.
Yeah.
Either like the proofreading, I didn't even know what proofreading, like literally, I didn't even know what like editing and proofreading was when I was like at definitely not at GCSE.
Yeah.
A level, it was just like, okay, yeah, here's the first draft, go and read back over your work. So you read it and that's it. It wasn't really until I got to uni that actually like editing and proofreading was a big thing. And so for all of you that are at GCSE or you're doing your A levels and stuff, you're getting nuggets that we didn't have.
At all.
That we didn't have, right?
At all. I suppose what the next question therefore would be, and I'm not sure how well this does that for us because it's UCAS and they're probably more targeted towards people going to like uni and then like careers, like we're saying. But also it's like, okay, so now that I see that, okay, yeah, for anyway, maybe using your example, if you had done this when you were in year 9, for instance, and it came up with this option of you could be a lecturer or perhaps even a head teacher, what would you have thought?
Do you know what? Honestly, I would have felt, whoa, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because
it develops and it changes.
Yeah,
it does develop and change. So, I think also what's probably really good to know would be, okay, as a result of this, what subjects do I need to study to be able to maybe actually do this course at university? So if you're a barrister, certainly English at GCSEs, you have to do well in that anyway. And I would have thought perhaps like history or maybe geography or something that's to do with something more like humanities would be quite advantageous.
Yeah,
I would have thought as well.
Yeah, definitely. So looking, if you go on to like job websites and look up jobs, look at what requirements they have, if any. Do they just want certain amount of GCSEs? Do they need you to have done certain A levels? If you're looking to go into apprenticeships, also again, what is it that they are looking for in terms of your qualifications? And then that will also be the same if you are going to your on UCAS and looking up the degree that you would like to go and do, then what is it at A level do you need? And again, like we mentioned last week, speaking with your teachers at in the sixth form or in the college where you're studying and just asking them, okay, if I wanted to go on to do this A level, what are the preferred subjects that I would do for my GCSEs? Definitely.
I mean, it's the point is to always pass your core subjects, English and maths, bread and butter. You must have them every day, and you must pass those ones. So hence why academies like Excellence Academy, that is our sole focus. Exam preparation for your English, maths and science exams. And so those need to be passed for you to even decide to go to any of the routes, which it could be an apprenticeship. They still require you to do well, like GCSEs. It could be university or A levels, whichever route you choose. Core subjects, maths, English and science. Excellence Academy teachers are dedicated to helping you pass these exams. Now, I've got this massive smirk on my face because I know that I'm about to deliver some beautiful presents to my teachers tonight. I've got this nice smirk on my face. But the thing is, right, is because I'm delivering it to them, I have to receive one as well. So it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
There's no partiality.
It as well.
Yeah, the core subjects are important, and it is something that sometimes can seem very daunting. Like for myself, English, like I mentioned earlier, me and English, until I got to like uni, it was not a subject that I enjoyed. It was not something that I enjoyed, like the discussion and that type of thing. But when it came to writing and actually doing the exams, writing the coursework and stuff, I was just like, exactly. I would rather give me an exam any day over a piece of coursework. But it is something that some of my teachers really helped me with. And if as a student it is something that you are finding hard to do, think also about like why is that? What is it within English that you actually find hard, or you find that you're struggling with? Understand that, and then it can help you to progress. So mine was like just writing, understanding sentence structure, spelling, things like that. But whilst during my time at university, I had some really good help from the academic center, the writing center, and so they really helped me understand all of those things, and to really just progress and develop in my writing. And then it became something that is now like something I really enjoy doing.
Definitely.
So if you are struggling in your core subjects, go through that process. Find a teacher. Find a teacher that you work well with. If you're an Excellence Academy student, then I would definitely recommend go and speak to the tutors at Excellence Academy, and or someone in your school. And also, if you're a parent and you actually can see that, wow, this is something that my child is struggling with, you can speak to the school, you can speak to Excellence Academy teachers, and find out the avenues that you can go down to just get that extra bit of support to help your child develop in those areas. Because sometimes English is quite hard, and especially the way that it's assessed, it can be quite hard. And so it's just like if you found that your child was maybe needed some extra support in maths, you would do that, isn't it? And so it's exactly the same thing. So where possible with those core subjects, then definitely make sure that is something you can do and you set out to do, and actually make the effort.
Yeah, you made a good point there. And perhaps what we may do this weekend, although we'll have an online session with Excellence Academy, we will make this a priority with us to try and help guide students who actually ask for it on what sort of subjects they could be choosing based on what it is they want to do in the future. So this Saturday, if you've got any questions, feel free to come and speak to myself. And we look forward to trying to help you decide what subjects you want to choose at GCSEs.
So make sure you go with your questions. Don't just turn up.
With your questions, Perhaps we might take a quiz like this. There's another one as well, and I believe that one actually then starts showing you what topics to choose to go through this line as well. But the thing is, it's what do you want to do in the future? I think that's always the first thing. What do you want to do? In year 9, did I know that I wanted to be an engineer? I didn't know I wanted to be an engineer. I knew I wanted to be an inventor. In fact, from year 7, I knew I wanted to be an inventor. So I had that in my mind as like something that I wanted to do. And some people have in their heart or in their mind that they want to do civil engineering, or they want to do maybe an artist. So from that sort of understanding of what it is you want to do, then you can start choosing your subjects around that as well. So the Lord grant you grace.
Amen. So thank you all for joining us. It has been short and sweet, but I'm looking at the time.
Wow, yeah.
And unfortunately, we have to go. Okay. So what we would like to suggest is, if you are a parent, please try and help support your child through the process. Look at what they're good at, look at what they like doing. Think about the career prospects as well, the different avenues as well that they can go down. And if you're not sure, ask. As well. As a parent, it's good to gather the information so you can help support your child in making those decisions. And if you are a student, it is a big decision, but many of us have had to make those decisions, and we have come out successful by the grace of God on the other side. So it is something, but utilize the people around you to help you make that decision as well. So I have been your host. Any last words?
There's so much to say.
I know, isn't it? We could actually talk for ages on this on this subject.
We're gonna have to carry this on Saturday at Excellence Academy. So yes, students, please bring your questions, or perhaps the next in-person session that we have, we'll have to carry this on just so that we can help, like, and give some information on what it is you like doing and what the career prospects are as well. I think that would definitely be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So thank you all for tuning in. I have been your host, Dr. Leanne J, with my co-host
Stephen Adeyemi, thank you very much.
And we will be back same time, same place here on Academic Crossroads on Fire Radio next week. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your comments and engagement. We appreciate it. You are what makes our show run. So as you know, Academic Crossroads is here to support and equip you on your academic journey so that you finish with excellence. So we will see you next week. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to Academic Crossroads. Join us same time next week for more academic top tips with your host, Dr. Leanne J. Adeyemi. On Fire Radio.
Fire burning in my soul. Fire burning in my soul. Fire, fire, fire. Fire burning in my soul.
Radio. Anytime, anywhere. On Fire Radio.
Fire burning in my soul.
Anytime, anywhere.
Fire burning in my soul. Fire, fire, fire.
On Fire Radio.
Fire burning in my soul.
Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere.
Please stay tuned because Youth Beat is up next with another episode of Flings to Rings. There will be a new link, so please stay on the channel. This one will come down, but the new one will come up. So please click it as soon as you see it, and you can tune in to Flings to Rings on Youth Beat.
On Fire Radio. Anytime, anywhere. Radio.
Fire burning in my soul.